Hey folks, y'all have heard me say it finer than frog's hair, but this is Finex. Can it stand up to Bertha and everything that we've got out there in our neck of the woods? We're going to give you a full review, so come on, let's get after it. Hey, thank y'all for stopping by the backyard, and oh, how we welcome you. My name is Cowboy Rollins, and what do? A whole lot of cowboy cooking, don't we, Shan?
We sure do.
So what we got coming up today, my little sweet loveliness?
We do a lot of grilling, we do outdoor cooking, Dutch oven cooking, but we also do a lot of cast iron information and care, and you're in luck because a lot of you have been asking for this. And we are doing a Finex skillet review.
Yep.
We've done a lot of reviews. We're going to link above several of those reviews that we've done.
Excuse me, but that's a kung fu move right there.
Be sure to check those out. But
today
we're doing Finex.
It's Finex, and we want to thank the good people at Finex for sending this to us, and we're happy to do this. But most of all, the products that we review, the very most important thing, made in the USA. You ready? It's fixing to come out.
First of all, this one comes with a lid.
Yes, and oh, I like that. That thing will hold some heat. No, okay, it's got these little ridges in here that go around.
Yeah.
That's going to help it have some dripping action too, like them old-fashioned drippers that used to be on them skillets. But it's good heaviness. It's going to help hold in some heat.
They do have this available in 12, 10, and 8. This is the 12-inch skillet. Also, any of this information that we're going to be talking about or any other products used, we're going to link below.
Down below.
Stay tuned because I believe Finex has a special offer that we're going to give you all. So make sure you stay tuned to the end. Ergonomic speed cool spring handle. I always wondered about the handle.
Yeah.
It's a little weird to me just because I'm used to like...
Yeah, but this is going to help it be cooler. This is what used to come on a lot of old grill tools with this spiral action and stainless here, which helped it cool off.
Hand seasoned with organic flaxseed oil.
There we go.
That's good. We use flax a lot. Flax is really good to bond to cast iron. Ultra polished, easy release cooking surface.
Smooth as a baby's butt.
Thick base for constant even heating.
It's got really good thickness coming out these walls here, so this thing is going to hold a lot of good heat.
And patented.
Who?
Patented. This is a rough one.
Whoa.
Thanks, Finex. Patented octagonal multi-pour design. So you could pour over your shoulder some
any
gravy.
Corner, anywhere.
Oh, and these guys are based out of Portland.
Yep.
So
Portland, Oregon.
Yes, that's my old stomping ground.
Just first impression, little to me of looking at cast iron all my life, I'm thinking,
it's a little different.
Whoa, what we got here.
Yeah.
I love the design of the handle.
Do you?
Wished it would have been a little longer because it's pretty close for me here, which creates a little more leverage for lightness, but because if you're back here, it's going to be heavier. It feels a little heavy, you know what I mean?
Yes,
which is
does.
good.
Part of that I know is from these thick walls.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling like when I pick it up, my weight is definitely going downward, like toward the skillet itself, because it's hard to stabilize. However, they've got a good
handle,
separate opposite handle there, so I can balance it, that's fine. That's not a problem.
About 7.8 pounds. So this is the heaviest skillet that we have done a review on.
So just to recap, Lodge, and these are all 12-inch or comparable. Lodge was 5 pounds, 6.4 ounces. Stargazer was 5 pounds, 1.5 ounce. Butterpat, 4 pounds, 14 ounces. The Field, which was the lightest, 4 pounds, 6.9 ounces.
Yeah.
What'd you tell me,
7.8? But you can see that they've done a great job in polishing this skillet to where it's smooth. You can still see the swirl marks just a little, but they're so smooth in there.
Okay, and this is interesting. So they've got the very bottom of the skillet polished, but as you come up the sides, it's more the traditional seasoning where it's a little rougher. It's not super rough. A lot of skillets, if you cook in them over time, the first place that I've noticed is some of the seasoning will start either building up or kind of flaking off is on the sides. A lot of times that's because you've got a liquid or something's coming up the sides, and so that is actually going to help prevent that
Yeah.
a little bit. Let me go back to the handle again because I didn't finish. It feels good. This is probably best feeling handle to me.
It fits mine good.
It feels good,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
It
and it's.
feels really good.
I'm sort of anxious to get it on a fire and see how much
How
heat
fast that,
we
yeah.
get this hot. I want to look on the back side of this and see what they got going on here, and you can see it's smooth as it can be here. There's not a heat ring, and it's like some of the old stuff there, but they've done a great job milling this rascal. And we get so many questions. People say, "Hey, my cast iron skillet didn't come with a lid. I ain't got nothing that'll fit or nothing will work."
Yeah.
Hey, these folks fixed you up. When you're cooking with a skillet, like if you're steaming some vegetables, cooking fried chicken, and we did in our fried chicken video, a cast iron lid is so important to get that regulated temperature throughout. So I'm glad to see a lid on a skillet. I love the thick wall that it has on it here everywhere, because to me, that is going to let this help hold that heat. So many skillets, when they come up, may be thick bottomed, but when they come up, they lose just a little of that. The thickness of the wall thins out.
Okay, so I wanted to check too. Although this is a 12-inch skillet, some companies vary on what they're measuring as 12-inch. The cooking surface is only 9.5. So our 12-inch is coming from the top of the widest point. So let's talk about the price.
How much will your wallet get set back? Now,
So-
first of all, before you go any further, I still get a lot of comments on YouTube saying, well, my gosh, I wouldn't give that for that. That's a lot of money for a skillet when I can go get something at a junk store for $25. What have we always told you about cast iron, folks? It is an investment that will give back to you for the rest of your life, because if you take care of it and cook out of it, it is rewarding you every trip.
For the 12-inch, without the lid is $195.
Yep.
Or with the lid, it's $270. I'm impressed with the way that they chose to do the pre-seasoning. This is pre-seasoned, ready to go out of the package. A lot of times we suggest, particularly in the lodge, that we strip their seasoning because it's so rough. This one you don't need to.
Yeah,
This is out
ready
of the
to go.
box, ready to go. I like how they did the smooth surface here, and then they chose the more natural finish on the sides. We're going to review this, we're going to come back, and we're going to give you some impressions of how it cooked and how it stood up to the heat.
Yep. Stick around.
About 2 weeks nearly,
Yep.
You've been cooking in it. We've done a variety of things. Let's just get to the nitty gritty.
I think it cooked really well. You know, we put the bacon in there right off the bat. It didn't stick to it, which is a test I always do. Cracked me some eggs in there, cooked that. None of them stuck very bad.
It maybe picked up, or it accepted seasoning a little quicker than some of the other skillets that we've used. The more you use it, it's going to
Better it's gonna
build.
get.
It's not black yet. It's only been 2 weeks, so but it's getting more copper-like.
Yep.
It's building that good black finish.
And it accepts it well, and it goes pretty quick to me.
Yeah.
You can get this
Yes.
thing hot, turn the burner down pretty low. This thing will cook something, but it will save you energy, because when you get this big rascal hot, it ain't taking much to keep it hot.
What's different about this, we notice we end up turning our heat a little lower as it's cooking because it does retain heat
Yes.
so well. With the lid, what I would do is I would make something and then I'd heat the lid on a burner a little bit, put it on, and then I set this on the table with food in it, finished prepping the rest of the meal, and this was still hot. So it almost acted like its own warming tray.
Y'all seen us, we had it on old Bertha sitting up there on direct heat to where heat is on it, and you can still pick it up.
The handle never got hot. Who would you say this skillet is not for?
Well, if you're someone that's cooking in a kitchen and you already think cast iron is sort of heavy, this one weighs more than any skillet that we've reviewed.
There's very few cons to this, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Is the weight and then also the price. You buy a car, how much is a car worth?
$50,000.
And it's not going to last you a lifetime. This will.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily use this or call this my everyday skillet. I'm going to use this more personally as almost like a serving dish because it's so unique. It's setting on a table, full spread, and you're serving out of it because it's almost like a statement piece on your table. And so it's really unique in that sense. I almost hate to say this because I don't want to offend the Finex people, but I was really hesitant in reviewing the skillet. To me, cast iron needs to be functional and simple, and that's kind of all I want from it. So when Finex comes out and they've got this weird handle and it's this weird design, and I'm like, come on guys. And as we started cooking in this, it blew me away. It's such a great piece. I started appreciating the handle more. The biggest point for me is this lid. Like, it seals really well. It keeps in heat really well. Because it is a nicer skillet, it's a little higher price. This is a special occasion skillet. So it's a great wedding gift. Housewarming, anniversary.
Birthday presents.
Yeah, so this is...
It's my birthday coming up.
Oh, well, hey, here's the skillet.
I just want to thank the Finex people for sending us this and letting us give our honest review of this. And folks, we've done them before, and if I didn't think this good, I'd tell you. This is a great piece of iron.
If you can get around the weight issue, and if you can save up and this be kind of a treat for yourself, we highly recommend it.
That's right.
And like we mentioned, there is a bonus. Finex was actually good enough to supply us with a coupon code. So if you guys are interested in the Finex, it's for a limited time. We're going to link that discount code right below this video.
And remember, we want to tell you, God bless you. Thank you, each and every one, for watching. We hope that you look at this Finex in a different way and a form now, because
we did.
It is a great skillet. See y'all down the road.